Josh showed up. He wants to move this big umbi here. So let me...
You know, normally we go through our normal quarantine procedure. All the fish in this tank were fine. And this fish came from a more trusted source. And we monitored him for a couple of days. He's not breaking out with anything. He is eating rather well. And he has a lot of spunk to him, so we have no problem moving him now. And we've got to clear room for other fish, which you guys will see in just a moment.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh! Trying to keep up with long legs here, which I'm not doing a very good job.
There we go. Umbi. 1,000 gallons.
Now he's a big boy, but in the tank he's gonna look small.
Look at you, bud.
Well, I just saw a flash of his colors too.
He looks pretty in here. Get him under some light. You see all this blue and green. Look at him. If he didn't have that glare, there he goes. You see all that blue and green, that blue on his face? That's what makes these umbies so attractive. Get his fins healed up all the way. He will be a very impressive fish. Now, something we did in the past, we always told you how we had a big umbi and a big dovie together. That only worked because it was in a 4,000 gallon tank. Now let's go take a look at what got brought in today. Okay, look at this big beastly dovie. Look at that hump on his head. He is about 24 inches long. He is up there with King. He might even be a tad bit bigger than King was. He's definitely an impressive fish. He's got a little bit of hole in the head that's starting. So we're going to have to treat him just a bit and make sure he is healthy and happy before we place him. So he'll be in quarantine for at least 3 weeks or more. So we're going to go ahead and work with him temporarily. I didn't expect him to be so big, so I told Jerry, move my red dovie out of here and just stick the new dovie in this tank, 75 gallons, I can treat. And I walk in and I see this big chunker. I'm like, holy shit. He is, you know, curling around at the back of the tank. So now we're going to go ahead and move him into a larger tank to treat. Most likely I'll bring him up to this 135 here or this 350. Haven't decided yet, but we got a few more fish to move. Alright guys, we got this female dovie here. Bam! Caught her with ease. Alright, let's go.
Oh, there. Just decimated the tank. Oh yeah, I'm still trying to keep up with Josh.
Alright, we got the female going in the tank. Here we go, little lady.
Oh.
Thank you. Alright, so we're going to have to watch these guys relatively close, make sure there's no aggression. I think they're going to be perfect, and they're going to lay on top of that rock right there in the corner.
He's calling their spot.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. Alright, let's go get the male.
Alright, so we're here and getting the second one.
Oh, here we go.
The mate.
The angry one.
Icy.
Got me wet.
You actually did good the first two. Barely got wet. That first one put out like I don't know, 2 gallons of water at you, and you just stepped back and it all missed you. He's being awful. He's being awful calm.
Yeah, he did. All right, buddy. Are you ready? Right into your new home. Go find your mate. Have some fun.
He's a beautiful fish.
Oh yeah. Oh, the female already just bumped the red pike out of his hide. The red pike told the vieja to get out.
Yeah, there's going to be a hierarchy here, for sure. There's a lot of fish with attitudes living together here. But it's big enough to support it.
But you see, nobody has nipped up fins. Nobody's getting picked on.
No.
I will see what I can do about adding a few more hides, though.
You can maybe continue the rock work around the corner and up to the front here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little higher right there.
You mean my award-winning masterpiece?
Your the way you cheated, you mean? All right, let's go get this last one.
This net's a little too small for him.
You went in with the wrong net. Oh yeah. Now you guys are gonna be able to see the size of this guy.
Give me a little bit more room to work with. Oh man!
There you go.
Oh, look at the size of this beast.
Wow.
All right, buddy. Hang on. There you go. Out you go. Out you go. Oh, crap. Now he looks even more massive in the 135 than he did in the 75. You're going to see how beautiful he is. Look at that blue coloration. He just stirred up all that dirt. I should have vacuumed that out. But he's definitely got some healing up to do. His fins look great. We'll just have to get him in some good water, heal up that hole in the head just a tad bit, and make sure he is feeding well. But I do like our chances with this guy. But with the hole in the head, you never know. It's always a 50-50 chance. We've had, far better success than most. We're just hoping that we are able to catch this at an early enough stage. All right, we just got this new guy in as well. This is a Chinese high-fin banded shark. Let me go ahead and stick my hand in front of him. He's about 10 inches long or so. His fin's about as high as my whole hand. He's definitely a big boy here. He's got a little bit of gill curl and a split in his top fin, but we can get that healed up, no problem. We just got to make sure that he's not sick and he is eating pretty well. And then once he goes through quarantine, we can add him into the planet tank with the other high fins.
Now over here, I want to show you guys something. This just shows you how bad my eyesight is. I walked past this tank and I'm like, oh my God, when do we get a turtle in? And I started looking, I'm like, well, that ain't no turtle, them are rocks. I thought there was a soft-shelled turtle right there from this. That's how bad my eyesight is. It's horrible. I couldn't believe. I got up close and saw it was rocks. What you doing, Josh?
Checking on quarantine.
See, even though they're in quarantine, they got to be checked on all the time. You got to look for like ick or fungal infections or bacteria eruptions. He's doing much nicer. Look at this guy. His eye, he actually had a little bit of a cloudy eye yesterday too.
And Popeye.
And Popeye? I didn't see that, but I did see the cloudy eye. He's definitely cleared up.
Popeye on both eyes.
But you're a big boy, ain't you? You want to reach in there and pet him?
No, you put your fingers by the tank though, he'll try and bite you.
You're comical. I like you. Look at you. Yeah, he's going to be a good addition around here. I like this guy. Did he come in with a name?
No.
Okay, we can name him whatever. So in the comments below, guys, put down what you'd like to name this guy.
Got the perfect name for him.
What's that?
It's our boy Debo.
Devo? I don't know about that. He acts like Devo.
He come to take your lunch money.
He come to take your lunch money. I like it. Okay, that's Josh's suggestion. Go ahead and fill out the comments of what name we should name this guy. And remember, he's, how long is he? Like, I'd say 22 inches. Josh.
Yeah, he's right at around 24 to the tip of
24?
his tail.
Okay.
Well, that tank is 26 from front to back. You
Right.
catch him along the side. He's almost the length
Almost
of the tank.
touching it? Okay, so he's almost 24 inches.
No, this tank is 26, so he's right
Oh.
at 24.
So he's between 24 and 26 because he don't touch the front or back, but he's real close? Okay, gotcha. Let's see what we can see down in his mouth. Look at that. See how them pallets work, them plates there? Yeah, we know you, Amini. You know what he looks like? He looks like a very old fish that was in his prime. He was the meanest fish around, and now you still don't want to mess with him. So Tyson, would you want to mess with Tyson at 60 years old? And Jake Paul's doing it, but did you see the rules they have for that? Jake Paul gets to wear headgear.
It's all a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Okay. Jake Paul put out a video and said it was all a lie.
Really?
Yeah, he said there's no headgear.
No headgear.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that much better. I mean, because if we're tuning in to see Jake Paul get knocked silly, we want to see him get knocked silly. Dude, there's no escaping the power of Tyson. I don't care how... It showed a video of them working out side by side, too. And Mike Tyson was explosive. And Jake Paul was, doing his thing, It was just, I don't know. I've always been behind Jake and Logan because they're local Clevelanders here. But in this situation, I know they're setting it up as a stunt, a money-making situation, And they're smart as hell for doing that. But I just know someone's going to get hurt.
It's going to be a draw.
You think it's going to be a draw?
Look at Money Mayweather and Jake Paul, or Logan Paul. But that was just a draw,
Yeah.
Nobody won.
Much better. Well, they both won. You see the money they made?
Yeah.
They both won on that. Okay, now I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Remember, this tank's failing, so we want it out of here. We don't know what to do with this tank. Now, see, it's 4 foot by 8 foot. And, we were going to build that whole big tank across here, all the way over, one big tank. Okay, so here was our plans. Let me go out here. Hey, Josh, that 540 outside, what size is it?
8 by 3 by 3.
8 by 3 by 3. Okay. So, now here's the thing. We've got this area here for the Dwight Howard tank. We're trying to get out of here. The 8 by 3 is what I was going to put here as my saltwater tank. The reason we want saltwater here is because we can run water out of it, across over, and to a tank right here, and see all the saltwater fish on the walls. This here could be our holding tank for any of the big saltwater fish we get in, the big eels, all that kind of stuff, until we find them a home. But the reef could be over here. Well, it's only 5 foot 3 inches. So here, 3 foot wide. So over here on this side, we're taking them couches and putting them on the back deck now. So we're thinking we can put the 540 there, okay? But the fish tank I just showed you inside of here is 8 foot by 4 foot of that tank. And we didn't have a place to put it if we build a new tank there. Well, why don't we upgrade it, and instead of using the 540 here, put that one over there, and it'll continue that wall of tanks over to this black curtain. And then here we can have the 8 foot by 4 foot tank, and that'll be the saltwater tank. It'll be a little bit bigger, and then we can have like 100 gallon here as a reserve, like on the way down to the sump. The water can run through this tank and go to the sump. That way we can put a big eel in there or whatever that we couldn't put into our reef tank that would be here. So I think that's a better idea, and it just all fell into place. Plus, we already got the saltwater decorations up. This is the saltwater spot. So I think that's going to work better. That'll give me a little bit more, because I think that tank's a, I don't know, 680 or a 700 gallon. I forget what it is. But that it just all works out better, because them tanks there, we can continue freshwater and tap right into the freshwater, no problem. Saltwater over here, and we don't have to tap into none of this here. I think that's a great solution. Hey, Josh. So now we're talking about this tank that was going to be the saltwater tank. He took my stand out of it. It's a 265 gallon that held water when we got it in, so I have no problems with it. We need to get it out of the way. We don't need it here. We don't have a stand for it though, guys. Anybody that wants to build a stand, come buy this tank. And then, let me see what else. I think that's the end of it. So, stay fishy, my friends. We'll see you next time.